Namaskar. Kernel of Prashna Upanishad. The thought is based on scientific research and perception of the matter. Upanishad unveils a connection between contemporary science and teaching on the universe, supreme consciousness, and the reality of creation. The Prashna Upanishad is a Brahmana part of the Atharva Veda that belongs to the Pippalada Sakha. It has 67 mantras divided into 6 chapters. There is one question in each chapter. Prashna means question. The Prashna Upanishad is fixed on the Vedanta's scientific approach in which the educator, scholars probe the nature of the universe. The contender is guided by the Upanishad from known to the unknown, from the materialistic mind to the supremely subtle and absolute pure knowledge. Shukesha, the son of Bharadvaj, Satyakam, son of Shivi. Saurayani, belonging to the family of Garga, Kaushalya Ashwalayan, Bhargava Vaidharvi, and Kavandhi, the progeny of Katya. Those 6 scholars came to the Guru, Sage Pippalada, and Sage answered the question inquired by each individual. Each question becomes a chapter. Pippalada said, "Stay with me for a year, exercise faith, austerity, and cognizance. Then ask whatever the question you all have." At the year's end, they all came to the sage and asked the question. The first inquiry by Kavandhi concerns the origin of the created beings along with the energy and mass, E and Yin. The second by Vaidharvi concerns the components of an individual's personality, important powers or devatas, and its consequences. The third by Ashwalayan concerns the origin of prana, why prana enters the body, the anatomical significance of pancha prana and their locations. Fourth by Sauryayani concerns the psychological aspect of an individual's nature. The fifth by Satyakama concerns Pranava, Om Dhyana. The sixth by Sukesha concerns an individual metaphysical principles of 16 kalas, the need for faith and mental cognizance to acquire the spiritual knowledge. We will learn the questions and the answers given by Sage Pippalada. The first question. Kabandhi, the progeny of Katya, asked Pippalada, "How were all these creatures born?" Means the first query concerned the origin of life and the force that sustains existence. Answer by Pippalada. By the earlier conception of his dimensions for creation and generation, Prajapati, who desired Srishti or the creation of moving and non-moving beings, started to think about the cause and the effect. Consequently, what happens? The fire, energy, and food, its matter, become the origin of the result in Praja Karishyata Bahudha. That means increase the fraternity of the creation. So what are the outcomes of the sloka 1.3 and 1.4? Sun is the life, prana or energy. And here Pippalada explains all gross materials apart from amurta, subtle, or anna or rain or matter. Life force and food are cosmic and physical senses, respectively. Food or matter and life's energy take on gross or murtam and subtle or amurtam forms which interact with one another and support the cycle of existence. However, as he rises, Aditya enters the eastern. There are two forms, Rai and Prana. These two opposing principles interact to move creation and maintain its continuation. The universe is governed by four fundamental natural forces. We all know that, according to the modern science. Rai is the moon and Prana is the sun. The matter is both tangible and subtle. Rai is therefore prevalent everywhere. The sun gives all the living things light and life. It is the prana of the universe, which extends east to west, north to south, and above and below. As he illuminates all other sides of the south, the west, the north, as well as below, above, and the antariksha, he gives shine and hits through his rays to all the living beings, enabling absorption of its rays into all the beings in the east. Since Vaishvanar assumes as the energy form and the totality of all beings, Prana is the daily rising power. Fire is also referred as the core and the concentration Surya in the life, and it is assuming the alternative form of Agni as well. The outcome of 1.5 and 1.8, the which Vaishvanar is described as the center and the focus of all living things, and Vishvarupa is the essence of the entirely of the cosmos. Surya is the life in many forms, taking an alternative forms of Agni as well. The year is Prajapati itself. As stated in Shloka 1.9, the southern and northern trails are present in a year. We call it Dakshinayan and Uttarayan. Only the world of Rai, which is the realm of the transmigration, is obtained by those who pursue the path of wish, valuing the responsibility and religious deeds, and they unquestionably do reborn. Therefore, those worshippers who want to propagate the journey in this direction to the south truly represent the way of the fathers. It is the Pitrayan. Now, the scholars who seek the Atman, the self, and have accomplished the world of the prana are the follower of the northern path, Tarayan. They're brahmachari, they're austere, devoted, and seek knowledge every time. Finally, they merge with Aditya and are never reborn. It is an everlasting location free from fear. Outcome of Shloka 1.9 to 11 exalts Aditya as the designer of all things, the source of all the rains that maintain life on earth and other forms of sustenance for the solar system. Aditya is referred to the Lord of the time and his submissions in Sapta Chakra and Shararitu.